Let's see how this works. Bitrate is going through the roof and going down like crazy, like a big old roller coaster, and I don't know why. Alright. As long as it's looking smooth. Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Sure. Fine.
Could have been the VPN doing it. Because that's what I did. I brought it back to normal mode and turned off the VPN. It looks like it's working the way it should. Wish it was more stable, but hey, beggars can't be choosers.
Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here.
I just knew.
Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? Continued to yell at one another for several more minutes, but no matter what I asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. Alright, let's see what this thing has for us.
Yeah, I'd
Where are
like
we
to see what's
supposed to
in here.
start? Looks like there's tons. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
Alright, I gave her what she asked for. GTF DML016. Her search returned several files after examining them for a moment. I opened one. Golem unit details. Are these product specifications for a Golem?
Looks like it.
So, a Golem's
Don't ask
ID.
me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Luna is a Golem.
Yeah.
Luna. Why? Why is there a picture of
There's
Luna?
something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
ABT.
There's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton.
That would be their skin. Alright. We're getting somewhere now.
Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you.
I agree on that one.
See, right in the middle of
Oh,
I
and it dropped
see.
again. Whatever.
Luna was a golem, and DML016 was...
Must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when it was stopped. Why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission. You think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? Think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe something unexpected happened. She was supposed to correct it or
What
something?
if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book.
What?
A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah, Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say,
It's just a possibility, right?
all what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
When did you figure it out? That she was a Golem, I mean.
right now, I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened to Golem in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it?
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. Whoa, wait, what the hell? Luna's
Do you
dead.
think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling all players if no vote is...
Of course, Luna's the one who opened the AV gate.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look,
What do you
what
mean?
are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016.
And where have we seen that before?
No. No, I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Temiuji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
The crew quarters, of course, I remember. So you're saying that she killed them this time? You're right. Why? Why would Luna...
5 minutes.
Let's go. The game hasn't... If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Right, off we go then. Forgot, who was even alive here? And who am I playing against? I don't remember.
Invalid pair. Please retry.
Oh yeah, forgot about this thing.
Right.
Yeah, with a bracelet, there's 3 in this room. I stepped outside and let his bracelet down and head back to the AV room. There we
2
go.
minutes remain.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You
Yeah,
ready?
Go.
Well, she's gonna automatically ally.
Wait, Sigma.
Huh? Hey Luna, how's it going? Luna. Damn, she has her bracelet out there too.
1 minute.
Wait, what the hell's going on here? Why is Luna
She's
here?
probably planning on participating.
You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go to one of the other
Yeah.
rooms? How's she gonna vote?
Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She got 7 BP, right?
Yeah. Why are you asking? Her BP doesn't matter. Have you totally lost? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Then why is she doing
Isn't
this?
that she wants to keep our BP below 9? Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted. She's here to make sure that
10 seconds.
You sure about that, though?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I...
2, 1.
Screw you, Fi. I'm actually gonna ally. I gotta see where this is going. Virtue's last reward. What are you doing to me?
Of the results. Thank you. Ambidex.
She can be pissed off all she wants.
Hey, Sigma, are you insane?
Yeah, probably. I've died so many times, been restarting. It's bound to happen.
Why the hell did you choose ally?
Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now, we gotta see how we get screwed. She's gone. Where'd she
That's
go?
odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then... there it was. Thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote.
Well, what do you know?
Results from Please direct.
Yeah.
Right, the results.
Let's go have a look.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. It's just one person holding in anticipation. Dead, dead. Dead, dead. Ally. Ally. See? We all get to leave. Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
Points
Oh my god.
inside or subtracted. Please check your...
Yeah, let's go. Let's fuck it. We're out of here. Since Luna didn't vote, she got to set ally automatically. The other 6 got penalized. Here's some more AB rules for you. Not voting is not an option. Both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. But again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding me, right? Weren't you the one that keep going about how about Quark's still alive? Can't just run off and leave him here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, right?
Luna.
Well, she ain't in here. But we should take the bracelet.
The Ambidex round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the star keys.
Fi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. It was a magenta pair just like before, but Fi had changed to a red solo. Didn't really matter though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door and we'd never had to play another AB game again.
Alright. Quark comes first. Let's go.
She spun around ahead. I followed her on heels. Is nobody going to pick up the bracelet? For your own sake, pick up the bracelet, girl. What a bloodbath. Oh my god. Quark! Quark, where are you? Nope. Yep, those two. Golem room with the golem.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yeah, according to the map, that's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but only opened one of the doors. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock?
They're all open.
Yeah.
Then who the hell opened
There's
it and
only
how?
one person who could.
Luna.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. What the heck are these
I
things?
think they're treatment pods.
Weapon pods? Even as I spoke, so part of me knew what they were. Didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettled feeling. Is this something deep inside was a version of myself I didn't actually know?
One of them is lit up.
One on the left is being
Glass
used?
is all fogged up. Yeah.
Crack it open then. Quark? There he is. Well, we found Quark. And now we can all leave. All 4 of us. Right, Luna? Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse.
This is it.
Quark's body bounced my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but was still alive. The pod's display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
No, is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay.
For the most part, Dio killed a good majority of them.
There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But why?
Doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
016, but I could have just said Dio.
And what's that?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman?
In the AV room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it any time.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
She must have moved the... Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
Keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand. I admit none of this evidence is conclusive. Look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here.
Yeah, but are you sure we still can't wait for her?
The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
A robot may not injure a human being, nor through inaction, allowing a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay, you're right. Let's get out of here.
Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it.
Alright, you don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, it's time we got out of here. Let's go.
And we're out. With probably the most agreeable part of Survivor so far. With a heavy labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit our body, Fi slipped through it. Followed through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform, like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Fi turned to face me. I shoved Quark into her arms.
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. What? Sigma, what are you doing? For the love of God, man. Just leave. We'll solve this another time.
The
Oh,
number 9, it will remain.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Fi. There's just something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma, listen to me! You can't do this!
I just did. Oh my God. Well, that went to shit.
The number 9 door. This ends the nonary. Thank you. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, that happened. I had no regrets. In fact, with Fi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Alright, time to go. Luna's waiting. Why are we doing this? Back at the garden, eh, Luna? Luna, I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Alright. We haven't talked to you on this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with any... I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another... I know what you can do.
Really? Now that I need an explanation of.
Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
Alright. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point in beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her. We know that.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had a blood splatter all the way up to the elbow. Except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. Got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously none of her bracelets had blood spatter on, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
I've been breaking this rule since the first game, okay? We're just gonna gloss over that. What rules? I'm not gonna try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say the incident P happens and after that timeline splits into timeline A and B. I don't think it's unfair to base theory in timeline A, information I found in timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at incident P. Now, if I could change what happened to incident P by visiting timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know what would be unfair per se, but certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principles of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. Obviously, Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Nonary game. Somehow we got in, took the old woman's place. That's how we ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. Doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. Well, the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A, waited for someone to come out one of the AB rooms. And someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did near the wall with a graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as he was there, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. Oh wait, actually. Probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used a handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. Probably didn't expect they'd move, or he'd have to put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back to the AB room the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so far as he knew Dio was there for the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Alice. Pretty sure she did it herself.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die.
She'd been infected with Rad 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she found in the warehouse after the AB room, and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Temiuji. First question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. Think about it enough, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write it with the right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? Why not just use your left thigh? Thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together. The message got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check her other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. She was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Now, about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagined it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol. Found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When he found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. It made Kay turn to switch the light off, and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. Probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Yeah. Tough son of a bitch, that's for sure. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies. None of them your fault. Or am I
Sigma,
wrong?
I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with radical sick. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
Trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is one of the more reasons you can't be the killer. Well, there's 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of...
Rule 1. Robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just... Sigma.
Then I have to ask you, can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There's a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, just like last time, lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes. Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door.
Okay.
Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
Doesn't really sound like sneaking. Sounds more like you just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
Both Zeros now. So they brought him here.
In a way. Because
Why?
his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
Give me the short version then.
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So why did he come
To
here?
make sure Zero's project failed, his first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms.
5th and 6th.
Counting from the left in their...
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the
Right.
5th.
After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, Zero Jr. controls everything. Then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her, then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
I was ordered to.
To throw suspicion off of Dio?
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours.
Okay.
This will be the culmination of many years of hard. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players.
Okay.
Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must.
Okay.
An individual by the name... You've been briefed on
Oops,
him
sorry.
already, correct?
An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern.
Really? So they did infect us.
Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know that.
yes.
Good. Now, I have...
Another order?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will... I would like you to move
Where?
to the room you are about to enter.
But
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible.
Interesting.
There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or you will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
is that an...
Yes. Do I make...
Yes.
Interesting.
After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been as soon as I stepped inside. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
Well, you're technically, other than the fact that you're tethered to the system, you're technically free from any control then. I think I understand. Everything you did because you've been ordered
Yes.
to. It was the old woman who gave you those orders. Then she is Zero Senior?
No,
What? But she gave you the orders.
she did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
There's someone else?
Yes.
That person is Zero Senior.
Yes, we worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr., too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, they ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't
Why?
know. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they don't want people to suspect you, why did you move the body in the first place? Eventually we figure out the rooms have been moved and that was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You
Maybe
mean?
they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move
You're right.
move the room?
And maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there.
Yes, I think so.
Now how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it. And just like you said, Clover didn't realize that, though. Or in any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0...
Wait, you're listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You're watching through the security
Yes,
cameras.
I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minute. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth, and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie, or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of your orders?
Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over...
Well, hold on a minute. Trigger got pulled in the fight, I get that part. What Nora says, why did anything to you?
mean, because I'm a golem? One of
Yeah.
my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you died? Keep with the facade that you were human?
No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the
Grim.
case, it was. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments,
Instant
she
regret.
ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
I mean,
Yes.
the defibrillator. They used electroshock to restart the heart, right? So that was why she
Yes.
left? 0 hours, 11 minutes, 4 seconds. Clover left the cabin of the crew quarters.
She ran off on the way. She bumped into Dio. Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk.
And you just watched her go by?
Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what but he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
Was that getting everyone's bracelets? 0 hours, 12 minutes. Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I
It didn't
bet.
take him long to get over it, though.
But imagine it would. What did you do
He'd
then?
gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door,
Yeah,
right?
but he couldn't find it.
Of course, if I had already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was...
Why do you want the knife? Was it because he used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
Then what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why would he want anyone to see that?
Remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons mean?
It's the name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it? Like a club or something? We know what the Myrmidons are, Sigma. Quit playing dumb.
I
Don't think so. Well, what is it then?
I'm
No
afraid
idea?
not.
Huh. Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, wouldn't that mean he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
He's on his own side, for sure. You got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess the enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through a few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was when he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover.
Trying to blackmail her or something.
He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
What do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket, pointing at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up, Temiuji.
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a...
Let out a yell and leaped towards Dio. The younger man dodged immediately and lashed out with a knife. Temiuji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. As the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wounded Temiuji gave himself the knife didn't do him any favors. Put up a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off. Then Temiuji collapsed on the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
I'm just gonna wait for you to
Are
die.
you gonna beat us to death or something?
No, nothing so tasty.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white door's open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you...
We'll be...
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close... Well, I'm off to the Floorview warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 20... Later.
What an asshole, man! What the hell?
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
We find Kay, right?
Yes,
Ugh.
you were in the crew quarters at this
Why am I
point.
so tired today, even? Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Temiyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic, right?
Almost immediately they started to feel sleep. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. just as you said. She wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
And here I am always suspecting Dio, and I'm just right.
Well, I guess I don't really need. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
But then why you say that was mostly correct? What was I wrong about? So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol. When his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with a spear. And I guess that was when we found
Yes.
them. When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary.
Okay.
Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked anyway. Kay checked them over for anything useful.
That's when he found the luminol.
Right.
And that spelled death for Kay.
That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Oh, what do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell up.
But why did Tenmyoji have
I
Quark's
told
bracelet?
him where it was. Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah, when he sprayed us with luminol, right? Sure, I
Right
remember
after
that.
When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for... I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
Interesting. That was the treatment room,
Yes.
right? Oh, where Quark was
Right.
sleeping.
It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and...
Out of relief, right?
The display on the pod showed Quark's... It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet off? That's what I was wondering this whole time.
Took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
Aluminum foil. You mean the stuff from the crew's quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart. Anyway, the fancy little bracelets pick up on that.
Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart stopped?
Yes.
Holy shit! It was that easy all along?
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin
Oh,
with?
that's it. I put him there.
When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment pod. Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility.
So it was Zero Jr.
That's right.
He reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Sr. and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. My god. I didn't think this would go on this long. Well. So are you going to tell me?
What?
Is it that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Okay. Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that. It was
Why?
a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
How? What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally...
Then
I
what?
wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Temiuji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, it was Tubokurine that killed him. But they were only ejected because of bracelets. They were only wearing those bracelets because of the Nonor game. The Nonor game was part of the project, but that's one way it killed them.
I get if you want to look at it that way.
Now, what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay.
Then if Dio had killed the old lady, what happened to the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
Disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
That still doesn't explain what the project actually is. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another by Dio. At first, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them, all 6, they died for this project. That means that the murder, or I guess I should say murders, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? It all leads back to something. Please, Yoda, tell me. What is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
What? Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. Swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Hey, Luna. What the hell's going on?
Sorry, my ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the Tubokurine...
Okay, I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem, just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time.
Yeah,
Even though I look like this?
of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so... I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me about if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr. and I hacked it. Yes, that was the first thing. Second, do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the... But that's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very
What
bad.
can I say, Luna? You're only human.
Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous. So we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is still...
What are you saying?
Very soon now. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around.
But why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't. If you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. Can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna! It's going to be okay. I'm not going to let them do this. You're going to be fine, I promise. Just please
Sorry.
don't.
At least I get to die in your arms.
It's so
Thank you,
sad.
Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor? but she couldn't answer. Squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Holy shit. We still don't know what this project is actually about. Why are we doing the Nonary game? Why did we get injected with Rad 6? Luna's ending. Yeah, we got one hell of an ending with that one. Alright. Let's betray.
Two minutes.
There we go. Everything is skipped. There's Luna. Don't worry, Luna. Gonna betray you this time. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about a thing. You're gonna be stuck here forever.
1 minute remains until Amberdex game.
Wait. God damn it.
She's probably... Yeah, I'm sure. Why else if she want... Yeah, why you ever BP? Have you she doesn't... Besides,
Yeah, we already know.
Isn't she want...
She's not a traitor,
Say she
but
deleted
we're going
cheese.
to betray her.
10, 9,
I need to see if this is just a regular ending or not.
6, 5, 4,
And I...
2, 1.
We're only doing the right thing, right, Fi?
Round result. Thank Amberdex.
Luna, where's Luna? Leapt through the door, ran towards the bureau. I thought she'd enter, but she didn't. She's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. He came out the moment. There's no way she could have...
Then she didn't go in. We betrayed her for nothing, Fi. There it was. No, she didn't take it.
Doesn't make sense. Why would she show up just when there was no reason for her to come here if she was...
Result, please.
Right, the results. Sorry, it still gets me that. She's the only one looking. This is still terrible, man.
Points, please.
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set and the other 6.
Yeah, we know they die on that one.
5 of them are dead already.
That means all the sponsors are meaningless. Yeah. Still don't know why Luna showed up, though. There's no reason to come here just to abstain.
I can only guess at her reasons, but I'm sure it was part of some plan.
Plan for what?
So what do we do? Whatever Luna's scheming, we still managed to... Do you want to leave?
No, we can't. We still know where if Quark is safe. No way am I leaving, but before we find them.
I agree. I hoped you'd say that.
Where you go? Sorry, you gotta stay?
Of course. Let's get moving.
Must find Quark. There we go. Guess new content awaits us. We know where he is, though. What a mess. What a mess of a route. Shit. He's not here
This
either.
is the last room. Well, the last room we can get into.
And we haven't seen Luna
Yeah.
either. Where the hell did she go? We were staying there trying to decide what to do next when we heard a familiar voice echo through the facility.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain.
What?
No.
What's not possible? Well, she only bit her lip and said nothing. Then all too soon it was over. Interesting.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends. Thank you. As the gate escape, please.
She managed to get out anyways. What just happened? It's all over now, isn't it? We're stuck here forever.
We should go back to the floor A. We need to know if the door actually opened or not.
With that, she was off. Yeah. With a sigh, I turned to follow. Was it Quark's bracelet? Can't just look at the door and tell if it was open or not.
True, but the projection should tell it.
What? Game finished. Game complete. Participants successful, Luna and Quark.
So it would seem.
Why? How? Almost as if on cue, the screen flickered. And Zero Jr. appeared.
Well, well, well! Long time no Zero! Remember your old pal Zero?
You.
I'm guessing somebody's hoping for, because we're such great friends, I decided to make an exception and descend from on high to give you the 4-1 run.
Okay.
Aren't you happy?
So what's this explanation you've got?
Well, let's start with little Quark. While he was out, Luna carried him through to the other side of the number 9 door.
But how did she open the door?
With Quark's bracelet, you silly
Yeah,
bug.
okay, I was right on that.
It was still in the infirmary. Remember, Luna just hopped over there and picked it up.
So I was right. Quark had 9 BP when the second round ended.
Yup.
But didn't he get penalized after the third round?
Yes, but a penalty carrot to take away your points. Just your life.
Interesting.
He was popped out and so on, but the points stayed the same.
So Luna took Quark to the door.
Since her bracelet was already off, she wouldn't have suffered the
No.
penalty.
But it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Right, she's a golem.
All right, I think my tale is through.
Okay, well, I got some questions for you, buddy.
Not you.
Ha!
Well, good thing you guys don't have questions for me. That guy's a jerk.
This isn't the alphabet.
You must be feeling pretty good if you're able to jump around like that. I mean, 6 people just died here. It's not really a big deal. That's just how you humans are, after all. So, as long as you make it, nothing else matters. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
Don't screw with us.
It's cool. It's cool. I know you gotta act tough. I mean, you chose betray. That means you don't trust Luna. Right, figures. She's a golem. She might even be a murderer. That's why you were planning to leave her here and bone out, wasn't it? You see, it's all about you. Haven't you thought about how sad you made Luna?
It's horrible.
Looks like my time here's just about all used up.
Wait, I still have questions for
I won't wait. I don't like waiting. I waited once, and some half-witted reptile got the better of me because of it. I'm going to make sure to value my time.
Tortoise and the hare.
Alrighty then. I'll see you when I see ya. Have a nice trader.
So, Fi, what are we going to do? For a few long moments, Fi and I just stared at the spot on the wall where Zero had disappeared. Where had Quark been? Who had given him an anesthetic and why? We had no idea who killed everyone. And Zero Senior's identity as well as the purpose of the Nonary game remained a mystery. As for our futures, what are we supposed to do now? I hadn't meant to say the words out loud, but they were.
The
Well, they
tortoise
were.
won because he kept going even when it looked hopeless. I think we should do the same, and we've got plenty of time after all.
Yeah, we got the rest of our
dead
lives.
The closest thing to a funeral we can manage. And when that's done, we'll start looking. Even if I never leave this place, I'll figure out why we were here.
I swear. I looked at the fire in her eyes and nodded. If nothing else, at least we had a purpose. Oh. I was hoping to get more information out of this, but nope. Not gonna happen. Okay. There's this route, and then there's this route. The true end might actually be over here. Let's go to 5 minutes of life. Let's see if I can actually solve this.
What?
Sigma's BP.
Negative.
Yep. I'm dead. Here we go. I think I got it.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something.
Ah, I needed
The
this.
structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything. Your arms are.
Cybernetic, which means cut the hand off. The hell is that? I have cybernetic arms. This is both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin, but I had no idea why, nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. That flash of Luna I had seen. I'm certain it never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. Called up all the strength I had and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already? Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
What are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave whatever. I was just about to flip this.
Then hurry up and...
Don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon.
Don't worry about me. Go. You gotta get to the outside and call for help. You think Dio will? If he's the only one who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one who we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
If I began to move, I was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. That's why I was able to fight it so well. Even though, yeah, I am actually someone who fights knockout medication really. I give it one hell of a fight, even if I want to go to sleep, so I can definitely identify with that. Number 9 door has been opened.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and please.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already, but just you, Kay.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling every last bit of strength by wearied by what supply, I launched myself towards him like a coiled spring. Wait, we tackled his ass? I slammed into his legs, knocking him on the floor, and wrapping my hands around his ankle before I could get back up. Dude.
Hey, what are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close.
Wait, am I not gonna lob my hand off?
Go! Let me go!
Lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey, what the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, I didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging close to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let... The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go.
Heh, that's why. Alright, see you later, Dio.
You're an idiot, right up until just hurry up and you senile old fuck!
No. I'm going to live. Oh, God! Oh, God, I guess that's one way of doing it.
The number this thank you as the escape please.
Okay, what next? Felt tired, so very tired. Felt my eyes flutter closed, then nothing.
Sigma!
Sigma!
Finally awake.
Where am I? Where my eyes will slip my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out. Well, I
guess?
wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room. That bastard
Why?
Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Oh! And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to
Yes.
9. So where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
What happened? Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
Look down at my left hand. Or rather, look down at where my left hand should have been. So there was a stub wrapped in white gauze. Told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me, but I had a feeling it might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah, how's Quark? Quark, man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best. You saved my life.
Oh, at least we got something going for us. It seemed they'd share stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I made a deal with Dio and about the journal we found with Latin in it. Clover and Fife seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah, finally I already gone over it, but explained what I noticed. 1. If we're in a shelter for uninfected people, or Quark been infected, any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all these measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions of the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we had been rescued after the disease had become widespread. That wasn't what had happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic broken out. 3. We didn't know why Zero put us in the nonary game. If we were survivors who wanted to protect them, why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Sounds just like Danganronpa. Ugh. Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could just die because he was bored?
We don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far.
I only got the first
And when you
dose.
did, it was only Soberil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelet. The Adams analysis confirmed it.
But what if the atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop.
You got a point there.
I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to get right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Not enough of us to do that. Safely, at least. Populate, huh? Looked around, did a quick inventory. Oh my god. 4 women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young fertile man. Repopulation, huh? Sign me up. That didn't sound so bad. That was the case. Maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions.
Oh,
In
yes.
fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
She is not. Yeah, you're right. Never
But
considered
that
that.
would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense. Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh? Are you saying she was infected with rat and killed herself?
We know that not to be the truth. We didn't find a knife of any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere, and then someone carried her in there.
That, at least, we know is true. What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. Looked down at the body of the old woman. 5 was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman in her clothes. I just stood there. I knew she was dead. No, especially because she was dead. It just didn't feel right touching her. A few silent minutes finally suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it towards me. Kurashiki. Card.
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh, looks like your name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki? Ever heard of it before?
You?
Hey, old man, does Kurashiki actually ring a bell? No. Anything on the back? Jumpy doll. Let me write that down. Interesting. Oh, there's something written here. This is Jumpy doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
No, is this June? What the hell does that mean?
It's me.
Looks handwritten. She must have put it on herself so she wouldn't forget
Yeah.
it. We were still looking at the car door when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong? Alice! Oh no!
What are you planning?
Fi and I turned around and gasped.
Damn it!
She's still infected, remember? There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was a motionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark before you went insane, but that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifted the scalpel up high in the air, and drove it towards her heart. Well... Interesting. This was Quark's ending? Didn't make any sense for it to be Quark's ending, but, well, that's it. Only one place left to go. Look at that. It's time to disarm some bombs. Let's go. Who planted the bombs? Why, it's obvious.
Huh?
Wait, I know who it was. It's Dio. The killer is you, Dio.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Part A. Oh, what is this? Are you high? Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, kid, but you could hold him down. It's on him, I promise.
Get off! You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who sent the bombs. Why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, the search will show that I'll look like an
Nice
idiot.
try. That's some bullshit totalitarian logic.
He's doing this again. Did I choose the right path? I'm sure I did. There we go.
Hoping I might spill the beans. Unless one of you is secretly a medium, I think you're shit out of luck.
Wait, me?
Well, I'm out.
Wait, stop. Threw myself towards the air, wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming on the ground. He struggled. I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me! Get off! Let me!
Continue to struggle. I was going to let him go. Yeah, I already know that we're doing.
Not fucking around, alright?
Yeah, he's trying to use his pill. We're not going to let that happen. How much time do I have left?
And how much time until the white doors open?
25. Same.
So, what do we do?
We panic is what we do. Yeah. We panic is what we do. Put in the password to stop the bombs.
Search Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the
Well, only one option left then.
Yeah.
Intuition. We trust our hunches.
Nats, are you suggesting we just guess?
Do you have any better ideas?
Well, no, but...
Wait, there's another way.
What is it?
Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say. No question. What's your answer?
You all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me. The
Right.
rest of you, I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
Huh?
Why?
Didn't I Good. That's it. We're done.
That's...
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
You know where the decoder is, right? If I turn without waiting, head for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. Gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back at Floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good? Can't think of anything else to say. Turn and ran after Phi. Good lord. Okay, so what do we do?
Get the input device ready.
Alright, done. Ah, we do have it. All hooked up and everything.
How many minutes do we have left?
Well, they got off when the doors opened, so... 21 minutes.
That means we have 7 minutes per bomb. That includes travel time, though.
Bomb number 2 is in the control room. Bomb number 1 is on floor B with the garden. So, we just need to hurry, right?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? I mean, do you have some sort of plan,
It's not
right?
like I don't have one.
Then stop being so mysterious and tell me. What the hell am I supposed to do?
You need to make a jump.
Jump?
Yeah, to another world. Another history.
I
You
can't.
didn't just guess that Dio set the bombs, did you? You knew it. Because you remembered it happening in another
We don't need
history,
to. We don't need to jump. I have everything we need. Yeah, I did, but that's.
Just
I mean.
have to do that again.
So you're saying I need to go another history to get the password
Doesn't
idea?
have to be another one. It could be this one. Just go back to the past and question him. Then again, if you do that, you might end up changing things so you don't end up here. That would mean you couldn't deactivate the bombs in this history. So you have to come back to this exact moment.
Ah, damn it! This is so
Well, don't
confusing.
think about it then. We don't have time anyway. Just jump.
Okay. I get it. See you later then. Are you insane? You're talking about transporting myself across space and time. So why should I have to do everything? Can't you jump
My
too?
jumps happen suddenly, out of the blue. I can't control them.
Neither can I.
That's a problem.
Snap my neck then.
All right. Maybe we've already jumped from another history, but our memories of that history got damaged or something. We forgot most of what happened in that other time. If we can remember even a little bit... Anyway.
You're saying I might know it already? And I just have to try and remember
Yeah,
it?
I feel like we know. So, anything? We need the bomb. Do you remember hearing it in another...
Yes. Stare down the input. Password. Bomb password. Actually, I did remember. I had heard it. So which one was it? Which bomb was this? Oh crap, I forgot which one this was. I tried over and over, but it's so good. Each guess was wrong. No matter how I strained my memory, I couldn't remember even the letter of the bomb's password. Had I even seen or heard it anywhere in the first place? I'd seen other histories, but had I seen what I needed? I had, then it was all over. If I couldn't control my jumps, then what good were they?
Sigma.
Yeah, I know. Bomb number 3. LXQ, LHC, and MR. Well, yeah, that's definitely a,
Just let it go. Our time's up.
Yep, this is it. Yep.
Before, I wanted to tell you thanks. You knew we were about to die. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. You're a good person. There's one more thing. I'm glad I met you. The moment I saw you, you seemed familiar. Anyway, thanks.
This was the, this is what we saw at the very beginning.
It looks like our
The path
time's
I took.
almost up. Hopefully the others will make it. There isn't much hope for us.
Don't you dare say goodbye. We'll meet again somewhere, somewhen. I guarantee it. We can jump through parallel worlds. We can change history. You see? This won't end here. I won't let it. This is just the beginning. Aww. Suddenly I felt Fia's face against my chest. I put my arms around her and held tight. Then, boom. Boom! Everything went dark. Alright, we're doing number 3 first. Just making a mark of which one I need to look at. Okay. Deactivate bomb number 3. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so this one should be LXQ, LHC, NMR. Beautiful.
Good job. It worked.
Phew. Sighing wiped what felt like a bug's worth of sweat from my forehead.
So, you knew the password after all.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
You
guess
heard
I
it
did.
in another history?
Yeah.
Just what happened in that other timeline?
Which time one was this? Oh, that's when Alice got to him.
Never mind. We don't have time. How much longer?
18 minutes.
Good. Come on. We've still got the number 2 bomb is next on the list.
So we're heading for the control room.
No time to... Oh, and don't forget the input.
I'm sorry, we still got 3 bombs. Hurley disconnected the device of the bomb and chased after her. Alright. So which bomb are we going to do next? Number 2. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, right here.
Hook it up.
There we go.
Okay. Hurry it up. Plug in the pack.
Done. This one's EQD DYR NTK. Ooh, huh? Hey, what the hell?
Calm down. You probably just typed.
Oh, wait, I'm sure I did it right.
Try it again.
Yeah, the passwords are
And
good.
it's all 3 bombs use different.
Yeah, looks like it.
Shit!
Fi slammed her foot against the locker, her face uncharacteristically twisted by anger and frustration.
This is bad. What the hell are we gonna try and remember? Did you see or hear anything in another history that
You mean a different history from the other one I remembered?
you figured it out? You just can't remember it. Remember what happened. This one is.
Yeah, I know what it is. Another history, another history. The password, do I know what it is? Can I remember it? I have to. Got it. Alright, that one's disabled.
Damn, this is. So you did know it.
Yeah, guess so.
Don't scare me like that.
It's not like I was hiding it. I just couldn't remember it at first. It kind of just floated up, or maybe it drifted down.
Point is, we disarmed Amazing.
Sure don't sound very amazed.
That just. It's
It's in the garden.
Let's go take.
You make it sound so easy.
Let's go.
She spun around and was gone. I gripped the input device tightly and headed off after her. Here's one.
Finally. How many
Yeah.
minutes?
Less than 10.
Okay, we can still just stay. You have the in.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
there we go.
we've done. Do you really need a third? Exact. What else would I do?
But
Don't sweat it. You did great. I'm sure this one will be a third time's the charm.
that's not really how it's used. Just worried that lightning's not going to strike twice or thrice in this
No, I
case.
think mine's. There's nothing to suggest the first and second times aren't true. Whatever.
Guess so.
You're the only person who.
What about you? You could jump to other worlds too, right?
Yeah, I can't remember things as well as you, all right? I'm doing the best I can. Either I haven't seen the stuff you have. I just can't. Maybe we've been going to different. Anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll give it a
counting
shot. Here we go. For this one. Number 1. Come on. You can't strike twice, or even 3 times. You could do it. You did it before. You did it twice before. This is nothing. You're a champion. Come on, Sigma. You could do this. Pull open the door to your memories. None of this helps. None of this helps. Okay. Alright, that's it for that one. Yeah! Suck on that, Dio. You arrogant son of a bitch. That feels good. I haven't felt this satisfied in ages. It's like my whole brain just swimming in endorphins. Oh, he's going to melt and dribble out my ears. This is without a doubt what a heaven feels like. I honestly felt like I could fly right now. Hell, I just wish there was another bomb so I could feel this again. Isn't this great? Fi? Hey, what's going on? Really harshing the vibe here. Would it really kill you to smile? We just saved everybody. Oh, also, not that I need or anything, but sure would be nice to get a thank you or something. Oh, thank you, Sigma. You're the greatest. You're so awesome. Dress up in that swimsuit for you, just like I promised. I mean, just a swimsuit thing would be fine, really, but... Are you even listening to me?
I am. You said you wish there was another bomb, right?
Well, I mean, I don't
I
really.
hope you're happy. You're going to get your wish.
What?
I remembered something too, just a glimpse. We must have confronted Dio about the bomb. I'm not sure how, but we got him to tell us about.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. Bomb number 0.
Felt a cold shiver run down my spine. Suddenly I remembered it too. I heard Dio say these very words of Floor B warehouse. No way.
You remember it too. How
Yeah.
much time do we have?
Not enough. We only got 4 minutes.
Well, hurry up. We need to get to the...
Right. Yank the input device on the bomb. Turn to chase after. What are you just staying there for? Go, show me where the bomb is.
Are you telling me you don't know where it is? You have got to be kidding me.
How the hell would I know where the bomb is? Shit, you don't know? She bit her lip and nodded. Damn it, what the hell are we supposed to do now? We can't just deactivate the bomb if we don't know where the damn thing is.
Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think, Sigma. There has to be a clue. Pretend you're Dio. Where would you hide something?
Hide something important. Dio, where would I... We unlocked this one.
Sigma, wait! Where are you going?
Don't follow me. Go find the others.
You really think I...
Could hear her following me, but there was no time to argue. Instead, I focused on my goal. There was still time. Time to go to Bomb Zero. It was in the lounge, wasn't it? Or would it be in the Zambidex room? There it is.
Here?
Yeah. Should be between these AV rooms. Good, I was right. How much time do we have left? Shit. Hurry as fast as I can. I'm surprised you could even reach it. The input device is plugged in. It was ready to go. Now I just had to enter the password. What was the password? Couldn't shake the feeling I already used up my 3rd time charm. So I had to try. I shook my head and concentrated. All bombs are disarmed. Now we gotta get our asses through the doors.
Yeah.
Stopped. Finally, I crumpled to the ground. The adrenaline that sustained is suddenly gone.
How did you know it was here? Did you see it in another history?
It's hard to explain. The short version is that Dio hid something here in another timeline. I guess maybe put the bomb here too.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, so...
Oh, I don't need any thanks. Just
what?
About that swimsuit you promised.
What? What on earth are you talking about?
Chromatic doors have 5 minutes remain.
This is bad. The white doors have opened. We need to hurry. Everyone else is waiting for us in the...
What about the swimsuit?
What the hell are you going on about? Just
Not in
go.
this timeline. If I could protest, she turned around towards the magenta door, sighed and headed off after her. Oh no. I ran to the warehouse to find everyone else already there. They'd done as fast and brought the 3 unconscious members of our party back to the doors. Fi and I shared a quick glance and headed towards them. Guess this is one of the last few puzzles.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, did you disable the bombs?
Yeah, I could have done it in my sleep.
Don't
My
you
sheep.
mean in your sleep?
Yeah, but I fucked it up. Sorry, reading is hard. Sometimes you just read it correctly when they meant to write it wrong.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good job, you guys.
No need to thank me. Although, I mean, if you insist, I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit time.
What? Huh?
You're disgusting.
1 minute remains.
Alright.
Need to hurry.
Everybody know who's in their group?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
set.
then let's move.
There we go. At Temuji's command, we broke off into our teams. Final puzzle, I guess. Kay carried Cork on his back and dragged Dio along the floor through the white door on the left. Clover and Luna carried Alice to the door on the right, and Temuji, Fi, and myself ran through the center door.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic.
There we go. Alright, here we go. Q. Well. What am I supposed to do with this? What the hell? Let's see, in order to get to this path, I had to pick the cyan door. And then we had to betray somebody. And then we had to ally with somebody. That is insane. What the hell? There's nothing here.
Well, there are doors. The one we came in. And that one, which I'm assuming is the exit.
Yep, figures. Won't budge.
The plaque on the door just said Q.
Q. What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Really? Now someone's just being a smartass.
Huh?
Nothing. Maybe the Q is for question.
Well, I guess it's a very questionable room.
There was a deck of cards here. Maybe the Q would be for Queen.
It's a quality guess right there.
Right. Well, we need to get out of here. Let's find a way to get the door open.
We also need to find the star keys. I've got enough BP to open the door, but you guys need to play the AB.
Yeah.
Yep, we still need a few more points.
If we can get those star keys, we should be able to. So.
It's just a matter of time until we get the points we need.
Right.
Well, let's get started then.
Okay.
Seek a way out, huh? I don't know how I'm going to be able to seek a way out here. There's nothing here. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? The room's empty. Wait, do you hear something? I don't like what I'm seeing here. Huh. Well, how much you want to bet that has something to do with that? Guess we should go have a look. Yeah, memory cube? Well, it's definitely a cube shape. I think the cube is just floating there. How the hell is it doing that? Who knows? Can't just tell by looking at it. Why don't you touch it and see if anything happens? Is it lights? Is it Minesweeper? I don't understand what's going on here. Have another look. Cube, look at it again. There are winning and losing panels on the wall. The cube can help you find the winning panels. When the winning panels and only the winning panels are highlighted in cyan, the system will activate. Here's how to find the winning panels. When you click the panel, it will display a number. Your starting panel will also display a number. This number indicates the number of winning panels that border each panel. Okay. Like a reverse. It's a reverse, reverse mine. Gotcha. Gotcha. Note, the hint that appears on the cube is different for each side. Hypothetically, if the wall of the exit is the north wall, the wall to the right of that would be the east wall, which would make the wall with the entrance the south wall, and the wall to the left would be the west wall. That would mean that a hint that appears on the west side would actually refer to the east wall. There's a north wall that would refer to the south wall, and a hint that appears on the east wall. Okay. So, this would be the north wall. Okay. Adjacent walls don't provide hints for one another. Okay, that's good to know. Each hint is specific to that wall. So, this is going to be for the south wall. There are 8 puzzles, so we gotta go through every side. What? But I only have 6 sides of this cube. Oh no. It's gonna be fun. So, it's all over here. I need graph paper is what I need. So, this is for the south wall. So, the second one down is 1. 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. How do I move this thing? How about if I use a controller? Will it change anything? No. Oh, just let me hit that button. If I were to look at winning, losing from the wall, yep. Oh. Get back over here. Okay, so that one's good. What the hell? Interesting, so that's how this works. So there's more of them. We should keep looking. I'm sorry, did I do this completely messed up? Yeah, I did. Okay, so it's facing it. They made it sound like it wasn't facing it, so gotcha. So now I only need to concern myself with this side. What does this side say? Okay. Okay. Hey, look! I found the safe. And then there's one over here. So. Gotcha. Okay, so that's for that wall. How about for this wall? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, there we go on that. Going for the ultimate puzzle, I guess. Okay. Okay, we're doing good so far. I'm just... Oh, there's a lot to take in here. It's got some kind of weird patterns on it. Nothing happens if I touch them, though. Maybe something's missing. Like what? What do we got here? I think I've seen something like this before. Oh, you mean one of those exercise machines where you twist your hips around? No, I don't think so. Looked like a fitness machine to me. Kind of ruins it when you take it so seriously. This is, damn it. Can't remember. Okay, dice. So 4 purple bucks. Let's go through each one of them. What the? There's nothing written here. Huh. I mean, all the pages are blank. All the books are the same. Let's have a look. Yep, nothing here. This one's blank too. That's something wrong? No, all the pages are blank. It's just what? There's some pictures put in between the pages back here. 3 of them looks like got a picture of a blue dye, a picture of green dye, a picture of red dye. Archive. Oh no. I'm gonna have to do all this grid. It's an 8x8 grid. Let's give me one of those puzzles. Okay. Seven and 8. Okay. Maybe a 1. And then that's going to be a 5 for blue. Here's your green dice. It's going to be a 6 for green. It's going to be a 2 for green. Here's your red dice. Red 3. Red 5. Oh, 4. Why did I get the 5 from? Yeah, that's going to need a lot more than what I can give it. Okay. That's for the blue chip. Gotcha. There's a small depression where the transparent cover seems to be off the table. I think it's a blue computer chip. Roll 6 dice to move them where they need to go. Direction to each side must match a specific pattern. Choose which die we like to move by clicking it. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Ah, you had to do it like this, huh? Okay, so. Need the blue to be a 1. 2, 5. I need to go here. No. Alright, that one's good. Now I need a green 6 over here. Actually, I can do a red 3 here. Oh. Oh no, it's gonna be one of those disasters for me. There we go. 1 and 3. Green 6 here. Okay, 1, 3, and 6. Now I need a blue 5 here. Blue 5, red 4. Damn it. Green 2. Okay. Now just need red 4. Damn it. Damn it. I need this to just kindly... There we go. I'm sorry, was that not what I needed? One and 5. Am I missing something? Because it doesn't look like I am. Huh. Can't figure it out. Damn it. Okay. That's weird. I should be able to figure that out, but no. There's a scoreboard for the dartboard. It's a dartboard. I remember seeing this before. Come on, who hasn't seen a dartboard? No, it's. I mean, I feel like you've seen someone in this building before. It's just this board is different from a normal dartboard. Let's try it out. What do you mean try it out? Isn't it obvious? There's only two ways to use a dartboard. Either use it to hold a pizza or you throw darts at it. Ah, if I only had some darts. Don't have any darts right now. There it is. There we go. Damn it, there's a binder behind the glass. Looks like you gotta make it all red. I think I've done this puzzle somewhere before. Oh well, does it really matter? Oh, I gotta do this in a few tries. Gotta do this in like 4 tries, huh? I got 5 clicks that I have to solve this with. Five clicks, huh? And 5 clicks, huh? They're making it even worse for me. Okay, so question is, what is the scoreboard trying to tell me? I don't know. Those missiles are darts. Look over there. I think there's a green memory card. Can't get out though. The glass is covering it. Maybe we get some darts out. Okay, grab a couple. Well, get a score of 100 with 3 darts. First dart must land in the green, second in the blue, third in the red. Green, blue, and then red. For 100 points. Huh, that's weird. Could have sworn I've seen these darts before. Alright, time to throw some darts. So how do I want to solve this? Could do 11. $27. $55. Then not enough for red. $39. $67. There we go. I at least got one. Piece of cake. You see that? My dark shields are undeniable. Yeah, I saw it quite clearly. That was very nice. You really think you had to stand the whole 2 meters and 36 centimeters away from the dartboard, though? It's fair, man. My high school voted me most likely to be a judge. You know. Okay. It's great and all, but look, see the display case? Thank you. Great. Now we get that green memory card. Right, that's one puzzle. Pull out all the stops for this job. You see that? You're in high school. Should I have worn a cat suit? Ugh, I think I just threw up a low. Besides, everybody in high school wears a sweet suit. Alright, green memory card. Let's insert and see what we get. Maybe we'll get some help on what we need to do here. Screen down there. Alright, there we go. Yep, just like everything else, we have to insert it. Nothing. Okay, let's do this again. Alright. It's either I got on, I probably got on the, okay. I see. I had it on the wrong plane. That's how I did it wrong. I hate it when they do this. It's like, oh, you have to have it on the right plane. No, I just had it wrong. There we go. I had the puzzle right, just wrong place to put it. There we go. These are much easier once you get it on the right plane. Need that actually to be right there. Five, 4, and 2. Nope. Oh, it was the blue that was going to be a 5 out of 4. There it goes. Wrong perspective. Messed up. That is just messed up. Nothing. Alright, so everything's gotta be red. God. Yeah, I got tired, so... Definitely looked up that hexagon one up because there's no way. I solved it? Yeah. We're tired of that. Well done. Some good work, Sigma. Get the perspectives done, stupid dice. Binder. Let's have a look. There's only a single piece of paper in here. It says Q Chamber Special AV game. But most importantly, we got this. But I want to see what the Q Chamber AB game is. 3 people will definitely choose Ally. 3 people will definitely choose Betray. 1 is Mysterious Mirror Man. He will always do whatever his opponent does. Strive for 9 with 6 cooperators. You must be the only ones to surpass 9. Alright, here we go. Us, A, and B are all pairs consisting of 2 people. C and D are all solos consisting of a single person. First, move the pairs A and B out of the blank areas. So we're solo. Okay. Okay. So, I need everybody to get... So, A and E trade. I'm not gonna get it on the third try. There's no way. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So, I'm seeing this right. Andy will always betray. So I get... So, put those two against each other. D should be fine. C, and then we should be good. Yeah. That doesn't get everybody. That doesn't get everybody out, though. Well, I guess it gets me out. Knew it. That looks like a password to the safe. We did it. This should get us out. Yeah, but how about this? What if I want to get everybody out? If I do that, a few of these are going to betray. I can't ally with this. Ah, can't get them all out. Not with my thinking, at least. Alright. Just want this to end. Yep, let's get out of here. Go. We're out. Good job, you opened it. Well done. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we have plenty of stuff. 2 star key cards. Those keys are important, but look at this. We have more than enough doses now. Selvir. Oh, thank goodness. Mark is going to be okay. Not just that, but there's enough to dilute it to nearly everybody. We got 6 doses. Key was in the safe. Should open the exit. Alright. Good. Alice should be safe. Quark should be safe. We're good to go. Get out of this place. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3. Stop. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Just turn the key, man. No need to count down. Just turn the key. It's over. Escape from 16 rooms. God. Wrong angles on that one.
It opened.
We should get back to the Floor A warehouse.
Hey, wait. Did you guys hear
What?
something? Yeah, you didn't hear it. It came from over here. Sounds like something turning on. A singular lion. See, I told you. Screen wasn't on before.
Right. Guess it was set to turn on when we opened.
It looks like an authentication. I think we need to put in an ID and a password.
An ID and a password, huh?
Yeah, but what?
The only thing that I could think of would be, lion is eating the sun. Lion eating the sun. Ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death if ninth lion ate the sun. This is a two-headed. This is a one-headed. The only other one that I would have found was Kurashiki. This was the real ninth lion. But if that was the case... I know how to solve this one. I got everything I need right here. So is June dead? Is that what I'm seeing? Kurashiki. Jumpy doll. Alright. That is it. I think we just solved everything.
Sigma, look!
Hi. Can you answer every question for me here?
Akane.
It is June.
Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a very...
He walked towards her, slowly, carefully, almost as if he was afraid of scaring her away. He reached out.
She's a hologram.
Tomiuji squeezed his eyes shut. There was a moment of sad silence, then began to speak.
I see you finally arrived. I've been waiting. Well, I suppose that's slightly inaccurate. What you see now is a holographic message I record. Unfortunately, this means I will not be able. I hope you will.
Alright, what we got?
You probably have a great many questions. What day and where Amu is zero? But I imagine there is one question. Why were we brought here?
Yeah, that is a good question to start with.
The answer to that, everything that has happened here is all of this was required for the success of... I assume you heard the name by now. In any event, you were all needed in the Nonary game was necessary for the same... Your question now, I imagine, is just what is this AB project?
Yes.
The answer to that, allow me to... We created the AB project for one, to transport the consciousnesses of two people into the past. Those two people are you, Sigma, and you, Phi.
What do you mean the past? The moment the words were out of my mouth, I realized no one there could answer the question. Not Phi, not Tomiuji, certainly not a pre-recorded hologram.
Have you figured out what this room is? I assume you saw the Q on the door. It stands for quantum. That makes this the quantum room.
It took me a moment to realize you changed subjects without even pausing. There was nothing we could do, of course, but I still felt a twinge of frustration.
Take a look at the rear of the room. Do you see that large enclosure? That houses our quantum computer, the systems that control this entire facility. That includes the construct you refer to as Zero Junior. All of them do their thinking in that box. Isn't that strange? It seems contrary to how we perceive the world. The body, the thing that you see and interact with, is somewhere else. But the mind and all its thoughts are in this box. Perhaps it isn't so. Perhaps humans are the same. With our mind, our core is in our head. We all have individual brains. That makes communication so. We're forced to rely on inefficient mediums sounds, like language, photographs. Each one
Okay.
of us is an individual, and we have no direct but in the dimensions we are most familiar with. Yes, it is. We may all be like the branches or a rhyme. Imagine a horizontal cross-section of the root system. All you can see are the spots where the roots intersect in the 2 dimensions you see. The roots, but this isn't the... If you expand your view and look at the root system in 3 dimensions, instead of only 2, you see the true. All the roots join together at the trunk. In 2 dimensions, they appear to be separate. But if you look at the roots from, you see
Okay.
things that might appear to be separate from one another in 3 dimensions could be connected to one another. If you look at them in 4 dimensions, doesn't that at least seem like it could be a possibility?
Okay.
I believe that is how human consciousness actually works. Well, I'm not the only one, I suppose. Zero and I share that belief.
Morphogenetic field theory.
Temiyuji mumbled something that sounded like nonsense. I opened my mouth to ask him what it meant, but I kind of was already talking again.
Now, when I talk about a 4th dimension, I'm referring to the 4th dimension used in Minkowski space-time. Let's start with a single dimension. Connect points to one another in 1 dimension, but move to 2 dimensions and create more lines, and you can create shapes. These are 2-dimensional surfaces. Move up to 3 dimensions, and you can connect these shapes to one another and form 3-dimensional objects. Now you have a 3-dimensional surface. Connect 3-dimensional objects to one another, and you formed a 4-dimensional object, which encompasses a volume of both space and time. It is on that 4th dimensional axis. If that was true, then what would prevent anyone from sending their consciousness backward or forward in time? That theory is the foundation of the AB project. The A represents after, and the B represents before. It probably sounds silly to you.
Question is, why are you doing this?
A ridiculous story made up by a bad old woman. But look at what's happened to you. You've seen many different worlds and timelines, haven't you, Sigma? And what about you, Phi? I know you have too. Am I wrong? Tenmyoji should know what I'm talking about as well. I believe you experienced something very similar nearly half a century ago.
Half a century ago.
You sent your consciousness to the past to help save a little girl's life.
What?
It was a long time, perhaps.
Yeah, of course I do. How can I forget? That little girl was you, Akane.
Suddenly felt like Fi and I were outsiders trespassing on something we had no right to see. Temiyuji's face was taut with emotion as he looked into Akane's eyes. It seems almost like she was looking back at him.
Now, unfortunately, the final stage of the project, I need to go prepare the next time we meet. I can tell. So come and I'll be waiting. One last thing. The cat in the box. Is it alive or is it Sigma? Phi. You will decide its fate. Goodbye.
Wait, Akane, wait!
Oh, I can almost see. You don't need to worry. Everything is going to be okay. I will see you, but I'm going to have to ask you to...
Wait, Akane!
And then she was gone. Temiyuji collapsed to his knees, his back hunched and shaking. I saw tears land on the white-knuckled fist pressed against his thighs. Kept quiet. What was there to say? Fi and I looked at one another and nodded silently. With a shaking hand, Temiyuji pulled a photograph out of his pocket. It was a picture of a girl. After all we'd been through, her smile was enough to break your heart. But the notary game was a year ago. Made our way to... Okay, whatever. Made our way to the warehouse floor and met up with the others. It only took a few minutes to head to the infirmary. Alright, let's just inject everybody. We got this. As soon as we arrived, we began to treat Alice and Quark for Radical 6. Gave Luna X elevator that we found in the key room. She quickly prepared it, and... everybody's alive! Except for... Akane. Injected Alice and Quark.
It will take some time for them to recover completely, but they should be fine.
Good.
Indeed.
Thank you, Luna. And thanks for finding the medicine you got. Thank you so much.
No need
That's
to
what
thank
it...
us.
Timmy just said nothing, just walked over to Quark's unconscious body. Took the small boy's hand in his own and held it tight. I could see tears at the corners of his eyes as he turned away from us. Suddenly I remembered, Dio, where had he gone? Didn't take me long to find him. Sprawled unconscious on the floor beneath the sink. Handcuffs?
Oh, we found those in the crew quarters. Before you returned, we went to check on the bomb in room 2, and we found them there. Of course, the bomb was indeed turned off. Thank you again for dealing with it. You are, quite literally, lifesaver. You have my eternal...
Thank God. Coughed awkwardly and looked pointedly around the room. I glanced over at Fi to see what she was doing the same thing. All that's left is to vote until we all get out of here. After that, we head back to the Floor A warehouse to play the AB game. Specifically, me, Fi, Kay, and Luna. Clover and Tim Yuji decided to remain in the infirmary just in case something happened with Alice, Quark, or Dio. Luna would represent Clover's, with Quark and Dio sleeping. Kay would represent their team, which left me, Fi, and Temioji. You should vote.
No, I'll let you handle it. I chose Betray in the last round. You probably don't trust me right now.
Well, that doesn't matter now.
Excuse me. I apologize for interrupting, but I think you should be the one to vote in the next round fight.
Why?
You already have 9 BP. There's no reason for you to choose Betray. You see?
Hey, you're acting like I might actually try and betray her.
What does it matter what he's... We're almost there. We just have to play the AB game. Then we can all get... But that means each representative has to...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll vote. You sure you're alright with this thing?
Yeah, I trust you. I hand her the star key.
Shall we open the...
Yeah.
And 45 minutes remain until candidates...
About to say, is this thing going to actually, you know...
We have to wait for the deadline.
Oh, well, we could vote earlier, but then each voter would be stuck in some...
Okay, let's go back.
I agree. Please.
Alright. Luna and Kay up towards the yellow door. It's about to follow one.
Hold on. I just remembered something. The
What?
AB room on the left, in one of the other histories, she...
Yeah, she died in it. Oh yeah, you're right. Akane's body was in there. What does this mean? Why didn't we find her body this time?
Maybe because she wasn't murdered.
But how? When did history change?
Do you remember what Akane said?
The cat, is it a or is Sigma?
The Schrodinger's cat
Exactly.
thing. Wonder what she meant about us
Perhaps
deciding
she
his
was
fate.
saying her own fate wasn't decided yet. The history where she's alive and the history where she's murdered are both real right now.
But no, that's impossible. We already opened the box. We opened the door to this AB room. There was no body.
No, we haven't opened the box. We haven't found a body. But we haven't found her alive yet either. In other words, we haven't actually observed a hologram was a recording from before this game.
The next time we meet, so I'll be with...
How did you escape, Akane? Where was Akane now? Was she there waiting for us? Or what if she wasn't anywhere now? What if she was waiting for us in another timeline? Or what if she was waiting for us in the past? Was that impossible? If she was, what would that mean? I don't know. To be continued? What do you mean, to be continued? A new destination has been added to the flow chart. in the past. Interesting. This doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Ah. Ow. Damn it. Feels like my head's gonna explode. Wait. Where the hell am I? Back here again. It's like an elevator, but...
This is one of the AB rooms.
Huh. Where the hell are you? The hell's an AB room?
Damn. I guess you did lose your memory after all.
Memory. Memory. Ah, shit. I remember, you're Phi. She grinned. What is this?
Check your bracelet.
It's a red pair. BP is 3.
Mine's the same.
Does this mean we're at the beginning of the game? We've gone back to when we first woke up?
No. I think we woke up a little earlier this time.
How do you
Push
know?
the buttons on the side of your...
2 hours, 15 minutes.
We didn't wake up this long before the primary doors opened last time. I think we're about an hour early.
Wait a minute. If you're right...
Akane might still be alive.
Yeah.
We got back before Dio killed... I think.
Then...
Right. We're here for one reason.
We're here to talk to her and get answers. Stop her from getting killed. Or that. That works too. Let's move. We need to get out of here fast.
Let's go.
Don't tell me I have to do this all again. God damn it. I think I remember. You need to remember the password for the safe. We figured it out last time. Once the password's been found, it will never change. Yes. Good. It was... looks like star, sun, and sun. There we go. Writing things down helps so much. There it's all. I mean, I guess I could have just looked it up on my menu. Damn, I have the key. How the hell? Just show up and do it. Alright, here we go. Let's do it already. I need to tell. Alright, good. Looks like it worked. We're out. Ready, Phi? What do you think? I know. Just don't need... What the hell are you asking? Hurry up. Right. I'm going. Done. Just press the button. Let's do this. Hey, you push the button. Bite me, you're taking too long. We're on a schedule here. Yeah, she's right. Phi and I climbed through the hatch down to the top of the AV room. It only took a moment to spot him. Akane. Behind her was Dio. He was moving quickly and quietly, a knife glinting in his right hand. Shit. There was no time to yell for her. He scrambled down the top of the AV room. Phi wasn't following me. When I looked back, she was still staying on the roof. Phi, what are you doing? Get down here! And before I could finish, she moved. She ran across the roof, launched herself in the air. Oh! From the top rope! Phi! Nice dropkick. What the...
He's fine. Just unconscious.
Take that knife. Bent down, held my fingers in front of his mouth. He was still breathing.
I don't think he saw me. He probably has no idea what happened to him.
Guy went down like a sack of potatoes.
He had it coming.
Yeah, he did. Heard footsteps come to stop right in front of us. Looked up.
So you came. I've been waiting. You're here to hear the rest, right?
Yes. Wait, just wait a minute. What the hell is your deal? How can you be so calm? If you hadn't showed up just now, you'd...
Have been stabbed in the heart by this young man and died. Yes. Although, that reminds me, thank you. I very much appreciate you saving me.
What?
Hold on. How do you know about being stabbed by Dio? Are you an Esper too?
Yes, indeed, I am able to jump through time, just like you.
Then what the hell were you doing? If you knew he was going to stab you, why were you going to let him do it?
Because I had to.
What?
But why are you here? If I hadn't been killed by Dio, no one else would have been murdered. Consequently, your own abilities would never have manifested. I did explain, didn't I? The purpose of the AB project was to send the two of you to the... In order for that to happen, some death was necessary.
In some cases, a lot of death.
When a human brain is faced with danger, its processing speed increases. Information is processed more quickly, and time almost seems to slow. A few seconds can feel like an eternity. Unfortunately, that in itself isn't enough to send oneself through time. The amplitude of the consciousness is simply too small. In order to increase the amplitude, we need to slow down the brain before the increase happens. It's a little like a slingshot. You pull back on the rubber band. The potential energy you stored in the back, that's what fires the bullet out of the sling. Now, while a slingshot can only fire in one direction, when the bullet of your consciousness is fired from the slingshot of your brain, it travels past. From that perspective, time is no longer fixed. In other words, you can travel to the your consciousness has been released from the three-dimensional cave. In order for that to happen, I had to infect you with Radical 6.
Well, what?
You're infected with Radical 6?
Yes. Don't you remember, Sigma? Luna should have told you about it in another timeline.
Are you sure? Infecting all of these people with such a horrible disease?
Every single one of you has been infected. Well, apart from Luna, of course. Unfortunately, it was necessary. We needed to slow your minds in order to store up your potential energy. Then we provided a dire situation that would accelerate your processing speed. The result is what you are now experiencing. Your consciousness now occupies four-dimensional space-time. Even that, however, wasn't enough. You had the ability to travel, but your memories could easily be lost during the trip. If the project was to succeed, you had to be able to retain everything you learned in each reality. That was the reason you were forced to jump so many times. With each jump, your ability to remember improved. Eventually, you would be able to retain everything. That is why we made you play. That was why you had to select different chromatic doors. By forcing specific choices, we could cause you to make more jumps.
You set me up. I get it. I think I finally understand. Well, okay, there are a lot of things I don't understand, but all of what you just told me makes sense. You did all this so that I finally could jump through four-dimensional space with our memories intact, right?
Yes.
But why did you need us to do that? People have died for this. I mean, let's count how many different ways people died. Murder, antimatter explosion, suicide. I've died, so has Phi, so have you. Yeah, we left a lot of bodies at different timelines in our wake. And yet nobody's died here. So why would you do all this? What does it matter that Phi and I jumped through time?
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable. You were all destined to die. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
I already know all that. What I'm asking is why? What's so important that it's worth all this?
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
What? Just when is eventually?
In a future not very far from now.
Bullshit. It's not good enough. Why can't you tell us now? Instead of answering, Kai knelt down next to Dio and picked up his knife off the floor.
I'm going to keep this with me.
Don't change the subject.
It's almost time.
What are you talking about? We got plenty of time.
No. In a few moments, you'll return.
What?
This is the way. Don't fight. Logomorph.
Yes.
Logomorph?
You call him Zero Jr. His official designation is Logomorph. Logomorph, this unlock my bracelet.
Compliance.
Now, I have put the bracelet. All we have to do is place his body.
That's the one Quark...
Correct. I will also put your bodies once that's done.
Why do you need to do all that?
Recreate the history. Your consciousness is about... Your body will be empty if your bodies aren't back in the third AB.
So you're saying some version of us is going to wake up in that room and repeat the same history? Well, I guess this could actually be our second or third time.
You are exact. Lastly, I'm going to leave this with you.
She paused and pulled something out of her pocket. A small key attached to a string.
I'll tie it onto your ankle so that you won't lose it. All right, Sigma?
Where could that key go to? What's it say on there?
Tu fui ego eris.
It's Latin. It means, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with
It
it?
will help you meet someone who's very important.
What?
Go. Return. You won't. I will be at your side, watching over you. Now hurry.
Wait, I still... Damn it. All of this. New destination is added to the flowchart. Yeah, I'll bet. I've got a little key. Yay. No, I did not mean to do that. Flow. We're not going there. Oh my god. Ah. This is also an isolated point in time.
Oh.
Did I pass out or something? Is this the infirmary?
Why are we here?
Do you know what happened at the AB gate?
Kay and I went back to the infirmary,
We waited and waited, and the two...
so we went to the warehouse.
We found you passed out in front...
Kay and I hurried back here with you.
Looked over Fi and met her eyes. Do you remember what happened just now?
You mean what happened a long time ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good, huh? Yeah, I remember, alright.
Hey, what are you...
Nothing, Quark.
What am I?
Alice.
Back among the conscious and not psychotic, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
Grandpa told me what you did. Thanks for finding the
No problem. All in the day's work. Although I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit
You're
action.
grabbing at straws here, aren't you?
Hey, I wasn't talking to Quark. I was offering for Alice.
Not really my point.
Whatever. Forget now that you guys are awake. All we gotta do is open the number 9 door.
Huh?
What are you talking?
Look at your bracelet.
This is 10.
That means I got 6 more points while I...
Well, how?
You've been asleep for more than... We've played the AB...
3 times.
Of course, the color and group assignment, but no matter who voted.
Good. We could all leave.
And now all of us have...
Good. Alright. Let's take deal with us. I was stunned. How did everyone cooperate long enough to raise all our BP past 9? Was it because Akane had to be killed? Without a death to start things off, maybe we'd be less suspicious of one another. Or could the bombs have had something to do with it? We'd all joined forces against Dio and Fi, and I have been able to disarm all of them. All of us have banded together against a common enemy and overcame a tremendous threat. Perhaps that strengthened our bond. Which I have to admit would have been somewhat ironic. After all, Dio had planted the bombs and forced us all to work together against him. Must have been what Akane was talking about.
Haven't I, Death? was sacrifices had to be made.
Gotcha.
Let's open the door and get.
Wait. What about him? After some discussion, we decided to leave Dio behind. Alice, what? No. Why? Game, why do you do that? No.
Right.
Okay. After some discussion, we decided to leave Dio behind. Alice was the only holdout. She complained about wanting to take him back to her superiors, but after I mentioned they'd come back to investigate after we escaped and deal with Dio, then she reluctantly complied.
Let's get going.
Well, fuck you, Dio, I guess. Even I was like, you know what? Let's just all go. We'll just drag him along. No. Who's sending a text at this hour? Okay, everybody ready? I'm gonna open it. Everyone else swallowed and nodded. Grab the lever and pulled it down. We are out of here.
The number it will read.
Alright, let's move. Didn't need to tell them twice. The room inside was clearly a loading elevator. Looked at some sort of large plate on top of a huge pedestal. Ran to the center of the plate and turned around. Number 9 doors was wide open.
0. The number.
Bye, Dio. Sucks to be you, buddy.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the no thank you as the game is over. All doors.
Well, I mean, I guess we were all just happy to kill Dio, I guess. I don't know how they're going to get the door open. I mean, it's going to take some heavy machinery, but hey, doesn't matter now. Never say that I'm not a merciful person. After all this, I still say we just dragged his unconscious body with us. He would have failed his mission. And he wouldn't have any right to show up at his place, so... is what it is.
Looks like we did it.
Yes, we should keep moving.
Beyond the door was a wide hallway that had a very solid wall. To the left, we found a very familiar looking door. Pushed it open and went in. Get all the suits on. The pressure exchange
You know
chamber.
what this place...
Yeah, sort of. This whole facility is pressurized, apparently. I think the idea is to keep the air outside and consequently the virus from getting inside. That means if they want to go out, we have to decompress so that we match the outside air pressure. The room here is where you prepare for going into the actual pressure exchange room. You see those suits along the wall? Figure we need to put those on and head to the decompression room downstairs.
Whoa! Hold on a minute. You're saying the air outside is full of...
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Of course, according to Akane, we were all already infected with Radical 6, so the whole room seemed a little pointless.
Why? How did all this happen?
Did they?
No, that's not possible.
We've come this far. Let's go outside. There's no way to know what's really going on until we do.
All right.
Also, okay, where's the key for your mask? No one else objected. We all don the protective suits and head downstairs to the decompression room. As soon as we were all inside, the process began. Through my helmet, I could hear the soft hiss of air being sucked out of the room. I stood there for several minutes, waiting for the process to finish. The last it did, we heard the door begin to open. Out we go. Beyond it was another decompression chamber. Repeat the process 2 more times before I reach the final door and open it. The Blood Moon. The dead, bleak landscape wasn't a surprise for me. I've seen it before in another timeline. The others hadn't, however, and although I couldn't see their faces through the visors of the helmets, I heard more than a few gasps over the radio. For a few long moments, we just stood there astonished.
Where the hell are we?
The desert, I guess?
I figured that out. I mean, which one?
I don't know. I think I know what day it is. Look at the moon. It's red.
Blood red.
That means today's the total lunar eclipse.
So?
Remember the astronomy man? Well, the next eclipse like this was gonna be on December 31st, 2028. So...
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you suggesting we were sleeping for a week after we were abducted?
I think so.
Wherever we were must have been far away from any city. The air was clearer than I'd ever seen it. And the stars, the sky was full of them, more stars than I'd ever seen in my life. Couldn't even spot the hazy arm of the Milky Way. But the most striking feature was the moon. It was blood red and massive, much bigger in fact than I remembered it being. Then as I watched, the black spot began to move across its surface. It was hard to see the details, but it looked circular. The spot continued to move across the moon, headed for the right edge. What's that?
Well, the moon's shadow, actually.
Moon's shadow? Frown. That didn't make any sense.
Zero told me to stay quiet. I think he was worried I'd spill the beans on his operation. He said if I didn't toe the line, he wouldn't just kill me. And I agreed, like an idiot, and brought Quark with me, just so I could see her. Such an idiot. So, that being the case, might as well start with this. I meant what I said before. That up there is the moon's shadow.
What the hell are you saying?
Think about it. If that's the moon's shadow, then what's it falling on?
That's Earth?
Yeah. It's not the red moon you get from a lunar eclipse. And again, this isn't a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Anybody in the black spot down there is looking up at the moon, covering the sun.
Jeez. No way. That's the Earth, then where the hell are we? Put 2 and 2 together.
This is the lunar surface. We were just inside a moon base. No way. No. You've got to be lying. How do you expect us to believe that?
Well, good luck getting Dio out now.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Besides, if this was the moon, how do you explain the gravity? The moon only has 1/6 of the... So what's this?
She picked up a rock and dropped it.
See? That looked perfectly...
Yes, it looked...
Don't know.
You were right about the gravity, and I was one of the people who knew this wasn't Earth. Well, I suppose I'm not. People, if we're...
Excuse me?
Please, just Alice. You were infected with Radical 6. Then we gave you the Excelavir, which cured you. The Radical 6 isn't completely gone, though.
What symptoms?
Well, Radical 6 can slow down your brain's processing speed by the root of 1/6. It can take a while for your brain to get back up to speed. Every one of us has been infected. In other words, all of our brains have been processing information at a much lower speed. If you evaluated the root of 1/6, that means our brains are running at something. As you said before, the moon's time that it takes for an object to fall is inversely since the
Oh no.
I guess that's a little tech. Let me give you an example. Say you drop an apple from it will take approximately on the moon, however. That time would be 1 second. I used 4.9 meters because it matches up with the acceleration of gravity nicely. The gravity constant is, well, you could drop something from 10 centimeters. Does that make sense? So now we've established that all of that being the case, what would happen if to them 2.45 seconds would feel like 1 second? But it's not hypothetical. That's what's been happening to every one of them. Wait, you're saying that's the reason we didn't notice the weaker gravity?
And then why do we only have the 2 cures?
Are you sure you didn't know to think back? Huh? You and Sigmund Phi said something about how you felt weird.
It's kind of like my body isn't... I'm sort of...
Seemed the same, but what Luna said made sense. In fact, it explained Phi's apparently superhuman strength quite well.
at it. I've seen photos of Earth. That thing is just red.
Before we get into that, I should probably tell you something. This isn't New Year's Eve in 2028. Today is January 27th.
In 29?
No.
Don't tell me. 30?
Still no.
Then just what year is this?
It's 74.
Okay, okay. That explains why Akane is old as shit. Oh my god. No, that's insane. That would mean we were abducted more than 45 years ago.
I don't blame you if you don't believe me, but it's the truth. It's not that Quark and I left Earth on January 23rd, 2074. Solar eclipses are easy to predict. We've known that there'd be one on the 27th. It's just science. Nobody can change that.
But why is the Earth...
That's about 45 years ago. On April 13th, 2029, there were 18 annihilation reactors operating in various parts of the world. On the 13th, all 18 of them went off. The explosion was about 180,000 times. I suppose
Why?
it started a few months before that. The government had a test site for a future Mars mission out in the middle of Nevada. On December 31st, 2028, there was an accident. Well, accident doesn't quite convey the right sense of the thing.
Sabotage.
The point is, Radical 6 claimed its first victim. Didn't take long for it to spread to the rest of the world. Like Luna explained, the virus slows you, but eventually, it also makes you kill yourself. Pretty soon, the bodies started to pile up, and some people would take a dive off a building or shoot themselves. But for some, it was poison or fire. Plenty of people jumped in front of trains or cars. One pilot on a passenger airline drove his plane into the most forms of transportation, ground to a halt pretty fast. That meant food couldn't get distributed, and thousands of people who weren't even infected died from starvation. Everywhere you went, there were just piles of... I don't know what hell's like, but I imagine it's a lot like that. After a while, people who managed to avoid getting infected started trying to get... They got a hold of some radios and organized it. There was only one thing to discuss, of course. How could they get rid of Radical 6? The answer, they decided, was purification. They figured they could just roast the surface of the Earth, and that'd kill the virus off for good.
Yeah, it looked like it had a different plan.
On April 13th in 2029, that plan was to detonate all 18 Now the truth is, that's mostly just rumor. Nobody, but I've got my own theory. I think that the bombers had already been infected, and when they died, they took billions with them. The ultimate, if I die, you're coming with me gesture, I suppose. I'd bet you money they'd all lost it long before they got to the killing most of the world. No matter how bad things had gotten, was not a sane plan, even if it wasn't directly responsible. Radical 6 killed most of the people on Earth. Anyway, why it happened isn't that important. The point is, it happened. You ever heard of nuclear winter? Well, that's basically what we got. The explosion threw a ton of crap up into the stratosphere, where it joined up with smoke and ash from all the fire, blotted out the sun, plants withered, animals died by the few humans who were left, abandoned. They were a rough time. Eventually, they were over, though. The sky cleared and the sun came back. Plants started blooming again. And the animals that hadn't died out, things weren't quite back to normal, though. It's been 45 years now. But there's still quite a bit of dust and ash in the air. That's what you're seeing. You know why a sunset's red? Well, this is the same thing. Blue and green light have short wavelengths. Then they scatter when they run into red light, on the other hand. Has a longer wavelength, which means it'll get a lot farther when the air's dirty. So there you are. The Earth looks red because that's the only color of light that can make it through the atmosphere.
Speechless. What could I possibly say? There was no reason for Temiuji to lie to us. So we're standing on the moon, looking at Earth. It was 2074. But why? Why were we there? Why were we then? Are you trying to have us go so far back into the past to avoid this mistake? So lost and tied barely knows Phi's approach.
Hey, Sigma. I think I figured something out.
Window popped up at the inside of my helmet with a whisper in the corner. She seemed to be using the circuit only we could hear. Yeah, what is it?
Figured out why there's an extra E.
Ah, for the 9th line. Why it was spelled wrong. An extra E? Oh, you mean the graffiti.
The one on... I think it's an anagram. Just like on floor A.
What's Anna say this time?
God damn it, Sigma. Knock it off! Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. If you rearrange the letter, the man on the moon rules the infinite time.
Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Man on the moon rules the infinite time.
See? You need 6 E's to get that, so they stuck an extra one in 9.
Man on the moon rules infinite
I think
time.
it's a message for us from Zero Senior and Akane. Remember what she was telling us?
We created the aid to transport the consciousnesses of 2 people.
So, what are you getting at?
My God, you don't get it? They're saying we rule the infinite time. Infinite. They weren't just talking about having us jump a couple hours. I think they're planning to send us back. Way back.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that they're going to send us back 45 years?
Yeah.
So the ultimate purpose of the AB project is to send us back in time to that catastrophe Tamiuji was talking about.
So.
Doesn't make sense, though. I mean, we came from the same time period before it, actually. So why bring us here and send us back?
Well, Akane should be able to tell us the rest. Let's go pay her a visit.
Do you know where she is?
I've got an idea. Come on. Remember what
Think.
she said when she gave you the key?
Tufui.
The grave. The one in the garden.
Well, come on. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
We turned and ran to the pressure exchange chamber, the others following close behind.
What? Did you forget?
We're going to go have a talk with somebody. You really need me to spell it out? The person behind all this. What?
That is yes. Let me accompany you then.
Wait, why do you know about Akane?
I'll tell you when we get there. Now, if you... I'm coming with you folks. Just said the magic word.
I'm going to. So am I. Hey, is...
Yeah, you know her room.
Wait, you're serious? What the hell is going on?
You're not. Wait. Shut. Shut. Come on, we want to talk. We don't need to do a roll call. Once we get there, Akane can explain everything. So Tamiuji, are you really jumping? This whole time? I mean, it makes sense for what he said. And now that we found out that we're 45 years in the future, yeah, I can understand this now. Now the question is, how can we get back through? Oh, it can be opened from the other side, huh? I had completely forgotten that there was a key for that grave.
Ah, clever. The number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends. Assuming Zero Jr. was telling with the door on floor B.
Yeah. Thought we might be able to take the lift to it.
Any idea where Akane?
Yeah, the grave.
You mean...
Yeah. Don't worry. I don't think she buried her or anything. Chances are she's alive, just in the grave. Wait, let's move to the garden. My God. Yep, back here in the garden. Nice peaceful garden.
Is Akane really under here?
Think so?
What should we do? Are we gonna dig her up?
No. We don't have anything like that. You see the keyhole? If I just insert this here. Twist to the right until I heard something unlock. With a quiet grind, the grave began to shift. Look at that. It's the treatment pod. She's probably in cryo.
It doesn't look like a coffin.
Yeah, it's a treatment pod.
Oh my god. It is, isn't it?
Glass on the cover, frost over, making it opaque. We couldn't see who or what was in it.
Let's see what's inside.
She began to grab a whole letter on the side of the pod.
No good. I think it's locked.
What?
Treatment pod. TP stage 2. Once stage 2.
Okay. Right, cold sleep. These pods can put people into cold sleep. Use something called CAS to freeze human bodies without destroying their cells.
Ms. Akane's like...
Think so?
Gotta wait till...
Yep.
So how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay? Specifically, why do you know Akane?
I remembered.
What do you remember?
Everything. I was born and raised in this facility. A rhizome is an underground plant stem that spreads by sending out roots. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? This facility is a little like a rhizome. Supposedly, that's why they call these installations that. The number comes from the facility's number. There are 54 rhizomes on the moon, and this is the 9th one. Well, I suppose the other ones don't really matter to you, do they? In any event, I grew up here with Akane and Zero Senior. I watched them create the AB project.
The AB project?
Yes. Its purpose is to send Phi and Sig...
Back 45 years,
yes.
right?
So, you want us to change history, huh? Go back and keep Radical 6. That's our mission?
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
It's true that the ultimate goal of the project is to keep Radical 6 from spreading to the general population. But even if you do make it back, you won't be able to do much by now. It's already too late.
Too late?
What do you mean?
Let me begin. You might be thinking that Zero Senior and Akane were the ones who created, but that's not entirely. They only followed the histories they'd already seen. It was the only choice they had. Nothing less than the future of mankind. We need the two of you to jump through timelines while making... That is why you had to play the AB game, and why the chromatic door... By forcing multiple options, you could... We speculated that jumping more would strengthen your memories.
Okay.
The puzzles were also there for... Some theories hold that a moment of insight when you solve a puzzle strengthens... That was the reason. Your infection with Radical 6 was also a vital part of it. By slowing down your brain's process with that energy stored up, we just had to provide a life or death situation, like a bullet from a...
Wait, hold on just a minute. Keep talking about Sigma, and what about the rest of us? Why did you bring us here?
That's simple. In earlier histories, you were all here in Rhizome 9. We needed you here to accurately replicate those history. Although I suppose that's probably not a good enough... In a sense, though, it is the truth. Our primary goal was to replicate history. Yes. Very well. I will try and do so in a way.
Please.
First, Alice and Clover.
Yep, Alice and Clover.
They were abducted 45 years and 1 month ago, on December 22nd, 2028.
Okay.
The location is Earth, more specifically, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
After being kidnapped, your bodies were sent to you were placed in treatment pods, and immediately 4 months later, you arrived. The date you finally arrived was your trip from Earth to this facility was aboard a spaceship powered by an... Following your arrival, your pods... Does that make sense?
Are you telling me we were sleeping in those pods here for 45 years?
Think of all the back pay.
Yes, in preparation for this day.
But what do you need us for?
You are an Esper. I mean that you are able to access... Am I wrong?
Did Akane tell you?
In a manner of speaking, as I've already explained, the purpose of this project is to send Sigma and Phi's consciousnesses to Espers are able to sort of resonate with one another, which can amplify their power. You understand? This is why we brought you here.
What about me?
We needed your help, Alice, to deactivate Dio's bombs.
Huh?
But I didn't do anything.
You helped us get one code.
But you did. In another history, you were able to perform a prime decomposition on the 25-digit integer that Dio left behind. Only you could do that sort of... Because of your feat of mathematics, we were about to determine... Then we were able to question you and get the pass finally. We used that information to stop the bomb. Without your help, Alice, we would have been reduced to nothing more than so much space stuff. This history exists because... Now, let me explain what Tenmyoji is. We needed you for the same reason we needed Clover. You are able to access the 4th dimension. Almost half a century ago, you used that ability to save a young girl, didn't you?
Yeah.
We needed you to resonate with Sigma and Phi. All it took was a map.
Do you want to see it? If you do...
And you brought... In fact...
Yeah, I guess you were worried about leaving me alone, huh? He kept saying he couldn't run off to the moon and leave me behind.
Sorry, Quark. If I hadn't been so stupid and selfish, I never thought this. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, don't. I mean, I agreed to come with you. I thought the moon would be way more interesting. What kid would turn that down?
We didn't see the messenger after we got on the... It was on autopilot. As soon as we earned the trip, Zero told me to keep quiet. I don't remember anything after.
Then there was a bunch of that white smoke. And when I woke up...
Now, his real name is Left, and he's the leader of a terrorist organization called... He was ordered to come... The Myrmidons are under the control of an organization called Free the Soul. which is in turn controlled by a man known as Brother. It was Brother who orchestrated the release of Radical 6 into the general population. Do you remember what Phi mentioned? The ultimate purpose of the AB project is to change history and keep Radical 6 from being released. If we succeed, that would be bad for Brother and his organization. Our success would prevent them from creating the ideal world they're working toward. That is why Brother sent left. It is trusted they needed to stop the... So, Dio, first, was to eliminate Akane, the architect of the A. The second was to join the AB game and win it. If Dio won the game, the AB project would not be completed. At least, not in that timeline. In other words, if things didn't go as planned, Dio was given a contingency plan. If you cannot murder Akane and win the game, destroy Rhizome 9.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I ask you something?
Perhaps.
How did Brother know about the AB?
He was also an Esper. We can set Brother aside for now, though. May I proceed?
No, I'd like to know who Brother really is. No one objected, we were all curious.
Excellent. That explains everyone, save two. Luna.
Yeah.
Sigma and Phi already know the truth about Luna. I don't believe I should reveal any more. I think it would be more appropriate if you could add... Would that be all right, Luna?
Yes, that's okay.
As for me, as I said before, the rest of you were brought to this facility. That makes me someone close to Zero Senior and Akane.
Hey, who is Zero Senior?
You've already met him, Sigma.
Yeah, it was somebody I didn't even recognize. Yeah. Well, I saw a hologram. Still don't know who he is.
Stage T.
It looks like it's finished. Shall we open?
Yep, let's do it. Wake up, Akane. All was scattered around the pod. The glass was still covered in frost, hiding the contents.
Okay, let's get ready.
I laid her hand on the lever and looked around us. I swallowed.
All
yeah,
right,
anytime.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
There he is. What? Suddenly my head was full of memories from other timelines. I've seen something like this before. The warehouse on floor B, in front of the white door. Kay was lying in front of me. I grabbed my ass and saw my own face. Never figured out who he really was. Why was there a man with my face underneath Kay's armor? Didn't make any sense. After I'd seen him, I was injected with tuberculin, and that was the end of that. Wait, if the person in the pod was the same person I see on the floor of the warehouse, who was wearing Kay's armor? What do you think?
You finally noticed. Didn't I tell you? You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
No. Oh my god,
yes, I am.
Nice. Nice play, Akane.
Akane Kurashiki.
It's you, June. I mean, Akane from... But you're old.
And why do you think that is, Clover?
Yes, that. I haven't spoken to you in a very long time, Clover. Or you, Junpei.
Junpei?
Akane, long time no see.
I could barely hear what they were saying. My mind was still reeling. It felt like all the air had been knocked out of me. It was all I could do not collapse right then and there.
When? How long?
Do you remember when the two of you saved me in the warehouse? Once you saved me, you went back to your future. Well, your minds did at least. I carried your bodies to the third AB room, and then took Dio's to the fifth.
Cheated death again, Akane.
After that, I went into the first room and borrowed Kay's armor.
So by the time you and Clover came out, you'd all...
Yes.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Dio killed you, and then Luna took your body to the sixth room. Couldn't have been in Kay's armor.
It was, in this timeline, at least. In this one, I wasn't murdered by Dio.
And she is correct. You guys prevented that, remember?
You two saved me. It's just like Schrodinger's cat. Your actions in the future decided who would be inside the armor in the past.
But no, that's nuts.
Alright, what about the other history? The one where you weren't saved. Who's wearing the armor?
That's quite simple. The man in front of you.
Then who is this person?
That's good. Whenever I'm not in the armor, he is.
What about the memory loss?
For my part, I confess that I lied.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of figured that out.
He, on the other hand, was telling the truth. Large doses of Soporil can cause memory.
So?
You've never seen him before.
No.
What about the rest of you?
I have no idea who he is.
I've never seen him before.
Me either. Total
Hey, come on. What are you guys saying? Right here. Same face?
Huh?
Did you hit your head or...
Huh? What? Who am I? Did I? Who am I then? Doesn't make any sense. Who am I? Why did they recognize me?
Sigma, your consciousness, you can inhabit your body in the...
What does that mean?
You've jumped to the future from 45 years ago.
Looked around frantically. The pond. I ran threw myself down on my knees, crawling on all fours, approached the edge. My heart was hammering inside my chest. Cold sweat trickled down my spine. Calm down. Calm down. I struggled to take deep breaths and slowly peered into the pond, looking at it for my reflection. Oh my god. I realize I haven't even looked into a mirror. I'm zero this whole fucking time. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is incredible. No, this can't be real. This face.
It's your face, Dr. Sigma Climb. Although, to the you that's behind it now, it's your face 45 years from now. Zero, the mastermind of the AB project, is you.
What? No, that's not possible. It's bullshit.
No, it's the truth. Fighting it isn't going to do you any good. Please, Doctor.
Not a doctor.
You will be a pioneer in the field of genetic engineering.
You're lying.
You created him. Well, I suppose I should say you are going to create him. His name is Kyle Climb, your clone. That is why he looks just like a younger version of yourself.
Oh my god.
23 years ago, in the biolab here in Rhizome 9, you created Kyle. Well, I suppose for you, that's still in the future. When I said I was born and raised here, the gravity here is only one. If nothing was done, the reduced gravity would cause his... But you prepared for that. You gave him that armor.
Made him 6 times heavier.
Ever since he was born, it kept his muscles that he wasn't forced into it. He's been wearing it every day, all his life.
But why would future me create a clone?
He was to be your spare if something happened to you before the project began. I mentioned before that the AB projects A and B stood for after and before. That isn't all. That the A also means anima, and the B means body. Anima is another word for the soul. The past consciousness will go into the future body, and the future consciousness will go into the past body.
So that means that... So that means I'm changing history already with my future consciousness going into the past. And me being in the past thinking I'm still like, you know, this 24-year-old guy is now, you know, the 60, 70-year-old person. Good lord.
The chief
so the future person goes to the past
Sigma,
person.
Do you remember the note you found in the garden?
You mean
This, right?
Yes. Ah, of course, it was you who investigated the garden in this timeline.
Yeah.
Sigma. It's an illustration of the time jumps your consciousness is making. A is where everything began.
Nevada test site.
December 25th.
When I got kidnapped by Zero.
You inhaled the white smoke in your car. From there, you... January 25th, 2074.
Which is Rhizome 9.
You woke up and you are in your own body, but your consciousness had... I believe that may explain why you didn't notice the body you woke up in. Was normally, you would have noticed that. In this case, however...
My God.
Moving on, if you continue along this line, you reach C, which is January. That is...
Whoa. Wait, are you saying it's been 2 days since...
36 hours to be... Have you already? You were all infected. The virus slow. So yes, 36 hours of real time.
Oh my God.
But to you, it... Now comes the... After this, your consciousness, it will re-emerge at point D.
Which is...
April 13th. You will return to your younger body.
But I'm still kidnapped at that
the
point.
Same day as the reactor explosion.
Yes. That is why I said you will return to the past. But the story does not align. After reaching
We'll
point
go
D,
D, we'll eventually go
eventually
to
return to
B, and then we're trying to get to point E.
But this time, your
Sorry.
consciousness will
Sorry,
spend
you won't be jumping
45
through the time, or at
years
least not at a rate faster than
same
normal. Your
body.
consciousness will spend 45 years inhabiting the same body.
Until you reach point B. Do you remember when...
January 25th, 2074. According to you, that's just 36 hours ago.
That was when the consciousness of the 22-year-old Sigma. So where did the older version...
Point A, December, the day all this started.
His consciousness will go for a period of time. He will inhabit your... While your younger consciousness is elsewhere, he will be you in the...
But once the body reaches point D, my 22-year-old consciousness will come back to point C.
That's correct. When that happens, the older version of you will be ejected from your younger body and return to your body at C.
So it's rotating.
Rotating. I suppose you could put... But look at this. What if you take all these lines and untangle them?
There's a point right here where everything changes. We need to find this point.
You
Point
get
E.
one single... It may look complicated, but in truth, it's a single straight path.
Bullshit, there's a branch.
With one exception.
It's lying here at E.
Exactly. Point E is December 31st, 2028. The day of the total...
The day Rad 6 got out of the test facility.
By now, you've likely... The purpose of the AB project was to get the consciousness of the 67-year-old Sigma from point B to point A. If we can do that, we can...
So the old version of me would keep Rad 6 from getting out by jumping to my 22-year-old body on New Year's Eve?
Yes, that is why this line could not be interrupted. In order for the 67-year-old version of you to reach point B, we first have to go through point D. In order to get to point D, we must jump from point C. And for point C to happen, that is why we have faithfully... So that we might save and undo the horrors.
My god. So convoluted. And it's only doable because these people have done it before in shorter bursts.
What is that?
You said that point C is January 27th, 2074, which is today. There's going to be a jump, and I'll jump to April 13th, 2029.
Yes.
But look, I'm still old. When is this jump supposed to happen?
Very soon.
Soon?
Yes.
And what's going to trigger
You
it?
need potential energy stored to send your consciousness in. Fortunately, we now have plenty of that. Thanks, ironically, to Radical 6. All that remains is like a bullet.
How do you propose to do that?
A crisis. A moment balanced between that can jumpstart your brain.
What do you mean?
Haven't figured. I mean this.
Yeah, she's going to... What's she going to do? Who is it? Who's going to die? No sooner were the words out of my mouth. It's Vi, of course. Screamed and leapt toward them. I kind of was already in motion, the knife driving towards Vi's chest. I was almost there. When I regained consciousness, I was on the floor. There was a dull pain in my chest. I felt for a cup, but something was in the way. It took me a moment to realize that it was Akani's body lying on top of me. I twisted my neck to look around. Nearby was an old tombstone. I was written a few words in Latin. What you are, I was. What I am, you will be. We're going all the way to the past. Holy crap. The fact that we're Zero is quite crazy, because look, we never see our face throughout this whole thing. We've seen our face at the very beginning, but never afterwards. Holy crap is all I gotta say to that. So, hey, can we get a little catch-up? What happened to everybody else from the Nonary games? Also, what happened to Brother? I can't even skip this, so... We're in here to watch all the credits. Crisis to jump us back in time. And if that's the end of the game, holy crap. I do need to get some reconciliation as to what's going on, but should happen after the credits, if it's just like the last game. Kane, you genius. Fi's ending. A new destination's been added to the flowchart. Alright, looks like we got a little bit more to go. And we're going back. So before we go into this... So I'll be right back. Alright, let's see where this is taking us. We're in this to the end. Headquarters, April 13th, 2029. Here we go. Our older self is now back into the past, to our younger body. And we're here to prevent Rad 6 from going.
Today is April 13th, 2029. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't have any news to read. All of our station's reporters have passed after contracting Radical 6. So have my... Excuse me. I've managed to keep us on the air until now. But I'm out of tricks. It's time for me to sign off. This concludes our broadcast. I pray that someday our world can be cleansed of this horrible plague. Goodbye.
Oh, God! Been affected too. For a moment, I just stared at the TV. With the roar of the static seems to fill the entire room until a click of it disappeared too. Had the power gone out? I heard footsteps behind me and turned around. You. It's time, Akane. Akane.
It looks like the first step was successful.
What the fuck? You killed me.
Killed?
I guess technically you're going to kill me 45 years from now, but still.
Hey, no need to be rude about it. I didn't kill you. I hit you with the butt of the knife. You're fine.
I'm okay?
Yes, you and Phi needed to experience a state of crisis. That was the only way.
Me and Phi.
Yes, I only told you about you, but we also needed Phi to jump.
I mean, yeah, they've been saying that they needed both of us.
Now, you know what happens next, right?
We go to the moon?
Correct. We will be leaving tomorrow, April 14th, 2029. We've nearly finished preparing your shuttle. Only a few last-minute checks and additions. You'll be traveling to Rhizome 9, along with 3 treatment pods.
Alice and Clover, right?
Yes.
What about the third one? Who's in there?
We put her into cold sleep 2 days ago. She appeared at our headquarters and volunteered to be frozen. That wasn't the Phi who jumped from Point C, though. It was Phi before she jumped from Point A to Point D. In other words, she was following the same path you are, and she still is.
Okay, then that means after you froze her, the Point C version of her jumped back into her body?
The Point C version of Phi is sleeping, and she'll stay there for the next 45 years, sleeping in...
Then when she gets to Point B, her consciousness would jump to Point A, right?
Correct.
Huh. So that's why she didn't look old. So why don't you just stick me in one of those pods?
We can't do that.
Why not?
You haven't figured it out?
I haven't made K yet. I haven't made my clone.
You have to spend the next 45 years working on the AB project. After arriving at Rhizome 9, you must master genetic engineering and artificial intelligence programming, among other disciplines. Otherwise, you will be unable to create Kyle, Luna, and Lagomorph. And, of course, you will need to develop the chromatic doors and the bracelets.
You basically have to do all the
You
work.
will also be the person who summons Tenmyoji and Quark. Once you've completed all the preparations, then the project can actually begin. January 25th, 2074. You will defrost Phi and carry her to the 3rd AB room. Once you've done that, the 22-year-old version of you from Point A will force you out. And you'll just go back 45 years to your own body on December 25th.
And then I change history. Do you really think I could keep the virus from getting out?
You have to. If you don't, billions of... Only you and Phi can save them.
What about you? Aren't you an Esper too?
I can't do anything on my own. If this is going to work, I'll need your help.
She probably tried several... God knows how many times. But she realized that she couldn't do it by herself. So what do I need to do?
What do you mean?
And what specific actions do I need to take? When Phi and I jump to Point A, what are we going to do then?
We'll both enter the Mars mission test site.
And after that?
I don't know.
What?
Sorry, I really don't know anything about what happens in there. We don't know how the Radical 6 escaped. We don't even know why it was there in the first place.
Ah, crap. Then we're screwed.
That's why we need your help. You have the ability to jump through time and across parallel worlds.
You just keep jumping back until you figure out what the hell happened in the Mars base. Test site.
We need you to figure out what happened, and things will be difficult. And I'm sure you will find yourself in a great deal of danger. But I believe the two of you can overcome any obstacle.
Wait, how do you know it's so dangerous?
The 67-year-old version of you told me what happened. He wasn't able to stop the virus. So I suppose you could say you told me after you failed.
What did I say?
That the test facility is full of traps. There was one point. A woman's life was in danger. You risked yourself for her sake and lost your arms and your right eye.
That would explain the cybernetics and my right eye. Arm and my right eye. What the hell? I had already failed. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the building. There goes the explosions.
Go have a look.
Those are the annihilators. Moved slowly to the window and peered outside. There's the annihilator. On the horizon, you see a massive mushroom cloud climbing slowly towards the sky. Would we really have to change the course of history? No, that was the wrong way to look at it. It couldn't be a question. I had to change history. We could save the world. I'm going to change history. Stared at darkening skies above us and steeled myself. I would succeed. No matter how many times this takes. It's the end or the beginning. I think that was it. Yeah, that is it. We have a lot of work to do. Oh shit, we got new imagery. Yes! We're at the beginning. Very beginning. Huh. Ah. Ow. Damn it. Feels like my head's going to explode. Wait. Where the hell am I? It's like an elevator, but... Yeah, am I here? Let me save. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is not it. I guess we're done with the game. There's nowhere else for us to go. Yeah, it's the end or beginning. So, we did it. We've flowed through everything that we're supposed to flow through in this game. That is it for this game, as far as I am aware of. So, what an interesting game. So I'd like to thank you for coming. Next time we're going to finish up Landstalker. Once we're done, I kind of finished a couple of these games a bit earlier than I thought I would. I was going to hold on till Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, but that's not coming out until the end of the month. I'll think of a game to play through next, and I'll just be, you know, just playing around the game, not completing it or anything, but just having fun with it. So, until next time, which will be Landstalker, this is Fireman.